Finding value where others see only age. Walk onto any used car lot in America this week, and I will bet you a coffee there is a luxury SUV sitting in the back row with dust on the hood that the salesman has stopped even mentioning to customers. He is not pushing it because it is old. He is not pushing it because the badge is not trendy anymore. And he is definitely not pushing it because there is a shiny crossover up front with a bigger commission attached. But here is what 20 plus years under the hood has taught me. Those forgotten luxury SUVs in the back row are absolute gold mines for a senior who wants comfort, quiet, easy step in height, and a vehicle that will not strand them on the way to a doctor's appointment. And right now, 5 of them are selling for under $10,000. I am going to walk you through every single one, save the best for last, and tell you exactly what to look for and what to walk away from. Number 1 on this list is the SUV I would put my own mother in tomorrow without thinking twice. Let's get into it. Top 1, Lincoln MKX from 2007 to 2010. Let's start with the one nobody talks about because Lincoln has spent the last 15 years confusing everybody with their naming. The MKX from this era is essentially a Ford Edge wearing a tuxedo, and that is a much bigger compliment than it sounds. The reason it matters for seniors is the seating position. You do not climb up into it, you do not fall down into it, you just slide across. For anybody with a bad hip, a bad knee, or a back that complains in the morning, that hip point is gold. Under the hood, you have Ford's 3.5-liter Duratec V6. This is the same engine family Ford put in everything from the Taurus to the Edge to the Flex, and the naturally aspirated version, not the EcoBoost, the regular one, is one of the most boring, reliable V6 Ford has ever built. No turbos to leak, no timing belt, chain-driven, port-injected, and happy to run on regular gas. I have seen these engines cross 200,000 miles on nothing but oil changes and a single set of spark plugs. Right now, you can find a clean MKX from 2009 or 2010 with around 110,000 to 130,000 miles for $6,500 to $9,000. For that money, you are getting heated and cooled leather seats, a panoramic roof on a lot of trims, dual-zone climate, and a cabin that is quieter than some brand new SUVs because Ford packed sound deadening into this thing like they were hiding it from the IRS. What do you check before you buy one? 3 things. First, the power liftgate. They get lazy with age and the struts go soft. Cheap fix, maybe $60 in parts, but use it as negotiating leverage. Second, listen for a whine from the power steering pump on cold starts. Some of these developed a pump issue around 100,000 miles. Not a deal breaker, but worth $300 off the asking price. Third, check the touchscreen if it has the early My Lincoln touch system. If it is slow or unresponsive, that is just how it is. You are not going to fix it. Treat it like a basic radio and you will be happy. Skip the all-wheel drive version if you live somewhere flat and warm. The front-wheel drive version is simpler, gets better mileage, and has one less thing to break. For a senior driver doing grocery store trips, doctor visits, and grandkids' soccer games, front-wheel drive is plenty. Top 2, Buick Enclave from 2008 to 2012. Now, if the MKX is luxury hiding in the back row, the Buick Enclave is luxury that everybody walked right past because they assumed it was a Chevy. It's not. The Enclave was Buick's flagship for years, and from 2008 to 2012, it was the quietest American SUV you could buy at any price. GM did something with the acoustic glass and the underbody insulation on these that Cadillac couldn't even match in the same era. For seniors, this one is on the list for one reason above all others. 3 rows, captain's chairs in the middle, and a step in height that is literally engineered for comfort. Buick studied their own buyers, knew exactly who was getting in and out of these things, and designed the door opening accordingly. Grandparents with grandkids, this is the SUV. 2 car seats fit in the second row with room to spare, and you can still walk through to the back without doing yoga. Powertrain is the General Motors 3.6-liter direct injection V6 paired to a 6-speed automatic. Now, I'll be straight with you. The early direct injection 3.6 earned a reputation for timing chain stretch if the oil was not changed religiously. So when you are shopping, this is the one inspection that matters more than anything else. Find a vehicle with documented oil change history. Every 5,000 miles, no exceptions. If the seller can show you receipts, you are probably fine. If the seller shrugs and says, I think I change it sometimes, walk away. I mean it. Walk away. Get the right one, and an Enclave from 2010 or 2011 with around 120,000 miles will be priced between $7,000 and $9,500 right now. You get heated leather, a panoramic sunroof, dual zone climate control, and a ride quality that genuinely embarrasses SUVs, costing 3 times the price. The suspension on these was tuned for Buick's traditional buyer, older and sensible. Someone who does not like potholes, and it shows. One more thing to check: the rear air conditioning. These have rear vents for the second and third rows, and the rear blower motor can fail. Test every vent before you hand over a dime. A new blower assembly costs around $400 installed. Top 3 Acura MDX from 2007 to 2010. Now we're getting into the part of the list where I'm fighting myself because, honestly, any of the top 3 could be number 1, depending on what you need. The second generation Acura MDX, the 2007 through 2013 body style, is one of the most underrated luxury SUVs ever built. The early years of that run are now sitting comfortably under $10,000. This is a Honda. Let me say that again for the people in the back. This is a Honda. The MDX is built on the same platform as the Honda Pilot, with the same 3.7-liter J-Series V6, the same engineering DNA, and the same reputation that Honda spent 40 years building. The difference is that Acura wrapped it in real leather, added active dampers on some trims, gave it 3 rows, and made the cabin feel like a luxury sedan with a hatchback grafted on. The J37 V6 in this thing makes 300 horsepower, which sounds aggressive for a senior-friendly vehicle. But here's the thing: you don't need to use it. Drive it gently and it returns reasonable fuel economy for a 3-row, all-wheel drive SUV. Need to merge onto a highway with traffic coming at you? Stomp the pedal and it moves like a sports sedan. For a senior driver, that reserve power is actually a safety feature. Highway merging is one of the leading causes of crashes among older drivers, and an SUV that hesitates is dangerous. The MDX never hesitates. Acura's super handling all-wheel drive, called SHAWD, is one of the best all-wheel drive systems ever put in a non-performance vehicle. It actively shifts power side to side, which means it grips in the rain, it grips in the snow, and it grips on wet leaves in October. For seniors in the Northeast or Midwest, that matters. Pricing right now: a 2009 or 2010 MDX with 130,000 to 150,000 miles is going for $7,500 to $9,800. You are getting a reliable vehicle that, in my shop experience, regularly crosses 250,000 miles with nothing more than scheduled maintenance. The transmission is the one spot to watch. Honda's 5-speed automatic in some of these had torque converter shudder around 140,000 miles. The fix is a fluid flush with genuine Honda DW1 fluid, not a generic substitute. Do it as soon as you buy the vehicle, and it will run forever. The other thing to check on these is the rear differential. It needs its fluid changed every 30,000 miles. Most owners never do it. If you can find one with documentation showing the rear diff has been serviced, you have found a unicorn. Buy it. Top 4 Cadillac SRX, 2010 to 2013. Top 4 might be the biggest depreciation crime on this entire list. The second-generation Cadillac SRX, the one that came out for the 2010 model year, was Cadillac's answer to the Lexus RX. It was supposed to be the breakthrough vehicle that proved Cadillac could play in the luxury crossover game. And it was good, really good. But Cadillac never quite captured the buyer they were aiming at. And now, more than 10 years later, these things are practically being given away. For under $10,000 right now, a 2011 or 2012 SRX with around 110,000 miles is yours, and what you get for that money is genuinely shocking. The interior on these is gorgeous: real wood, real leather, soft touch, everything. The seats are some of the best Cadillac has ever made, with extending thigh bolsters and lumbar support that actually works. For a senior who is spending an hour in the car at a stretch, that matters more than horsepower or 0 to 60. The version you want is the 3.6L V6 with the 6-speed automatic. Avoid the early 2010 model year that came with a 2.8L turbo. That engine had problems and parts are expensive. Stick with the 3.6L from 2011 onward. It is the same direct injection family I mentioned with the Enclave. Same warning about oil changes. Same reward if the previous owner took care of it. Why is this perfect for seniors? 3 reasons. First, the ride. Cadillac tuned it for magnetic ride control on higher trims, and even the regular suspension is plush in a way modern luxury SUVs have forgotten. Second, the visibility with large windows, a relatively low beltline, and big mirrors. Older drivers tell me constantly they cannot see out of modern cars, and the SRX from this era was designed before manufacturers started making windows the size of mail slots. Third, the height, easy in and easy out, no climbing required. Inspection checklist. Check the panoramic sunroof drains. They clog and water gets into the headliner. Pull back the sun visors and look for any water staining. If you see it, walk. Check the rear hatch. The strut for the power liftgate fails on a lot of these. But that is a cheap fix. Pull the dipstick and look at the oil color. If it is black sludge, the previous owner did not care, and you do not want this car. If it is amber and clean, you are looking at your next vehicle. All right, that's number 2. Number 1 is the SUV I have personally recommended to more retired customers than any other vehicle on the road, and I am about to tell you exactly why. If this video is helping you avoid an expensive mistake, hit that subscribe button right now. I have more videos coming on used vehicles dealerships hide from senior buyers. Top 5 Lexus RX 350, 2007 through 2009. The first generation 3.5L Lexus RX 350. The 2007 through 2009 model years specifically. This is the SUV that I tell every retired person who walks into my shop asking what they should buy next. Every single time, without exception, they come back 6 months later and tell me it was the best car decision they ever made. Let me explain why this vehicle is on a different planet from everything else I have mentioned. Toyota built the RX 350 around the 2GR FE V6, the same engine family I have put 350,000 miles on personally in other vehicles. This is, without exaggeration, one of the most reliable engines ever mass-produced by anybody, anywhere. No turbo, timing chain, not a belt, port injection, not direct injection, which means no carbon buildup issues, 5-speed automatic transmission that Toyota had been refining for over a decade by the time it went into this generation of RX. I had a customer 2 years ago, a retired school teacher, 71 years old, who came to me looking at a brand new compact SUV that was going to cost her $34,000. I asked her what she actually needed. She said she needed something quiet, comfortable, easy to get in and out of, reliable, and she wanted heated seats for her arthritis. I told her to give me 3 days and I would find her something better for a third of the price. I found her a 2008 RX 350 with 118,000 miles, one owner, a retired engineer, who had done every service at the dealer for $8,400. That was 22 months ago. She is at 138,000 miles now. She has spent $340 on it. That was a set of wiper blades, an oil change, an air filter, and a new battery. That is it. Her exact words to me last month were, "Why did not anybody tell me about these before?" Here is what makes the RX 350 from this era perfect for seniors. The step in height is exactly right. Not too high, not too low. The doors open wide. The seats have power adjustment with memory and heated and ventilated on most trims. The cabin is whisper quiet. Lexus engineered this generation specifically for noise isolation, and it shows. The dashboard buttons are large, clearly labeled, and you can operate them without taking your eyes off the road. There is no touchscreen menu hell. Everything is a physical button or knob exactly where it should be. The ride quality is the real magic. Lexus tuned this generation to soak up bumps without feeling floaty. Older drivers tell me constantly that modern SUVs feel either too stiff or too disconnected. The RX 350 from this era hit a sweet spot that almost nobody hits anymore. It feels solid, planted, and calm. Pricing right now, and this is the part that will make you want to start shopping tonight. A 2008 or 2009 RX 350 with 130,000 to 150,000 miles is selling for $7,500 to $9,500. For a Lexus with Toyota reliability, it will run another 150,000 miles without breaking a sweat if you do basic maintenance. Inspection checklist. First, check the dashboard for cracking. Some of these in hot climates develop dashboard cracks, and Lexus extended the warranty on it for years. By now, the warranty is gone, but a cracked dash is a $1,200 repair, so factor that into your offer. Second, check the rack and pinion for any leaks. A few of these developed power steering rack seepage around 150,000 miles. Not catastrophic, but worth $400 to it needs replacement. Third, and this is the big one, find one with full Lexus dealer service records. A garage-kept, dealer-serviced RX 350 with one elderly owner is the holy grail. They exist. You just have to look. Who should buy this? Any senior who wants the most comfortable, reliable, dignified luxury SUV that under 10 grand can buy. Anyone who is tired of the buttons buried in menus nonsense modern cars have become. Anyone whose grown kids are worried about them being stranded on the side of the road. Who should skip it? If you want flashy, this is not it. If you want serious off-road capability, get something else. If you need 3 rows for grandkids, look at the Enclave or the MDX, making the smart choice for your wallet. So there it is. 5 luxury SUVs sitting on lots right now under $10,000 that will treat a senior driver better than vehicles costing 3 times as much. The Lincoln MKX with its quiet cabin and easy-in seats. The Buick Enclave with 3 rows and ride quality that embarrasses the competition. The Acura MDX with bulletproof Honda DNA wrapped in real luxury. The Cadillac SRX that depreciation forgot in the best possible way for buyers. And the Lexus RX 350, the greatest used luxury SUV bargain in America right now, full stop. Next time you or someone you love is shopping for a vehicle and the salesman is steering you toward a payment plan on something brand new, remember this list. There is no shame in driving a 10-year-old Lexus. There is a lot of shame in paying $500 a month for the next 6 years on a car that won't last as long. If this helped, hit like and subscribe. I've got a whole video coming on the 5 used SUVs seniors should never buy. The ones that look like deals and become nightmares and you do not want to miss it. Drive safe out there. Take care of your car and it will take care of you. I'll see you in the next one. Join our community for more automotive secrets. If this breakdown changed the way you look at those forgotten luxury vehicles in the back of the lot, please subscribe and like the channel. We are uncovering the mechanical history and hidden value that the big dealerships have tried to bury. Let's drive toward a smarter future together. The next automotive treasure will be revealed soon.